Tautona Masisi o ne a etetse madirelo a dikoloi tsa motlakase. Dikotsi tsa tsela di oketsegile ka malatsi a boitapoloso a boipuso fa go tshware bagwebi ba ditagi ba le mmalwa kwa Aforika Borwa. Dumela moreetsi, o reeditse dikgang tse go tswa mo Lobatse Online Radio heletsa nako ya bosupa. Tautona Masisi a re lefatshe leno le mo seemong sa go ka itirela dikoloi o buile se ka nako ya fa etetse madirelo a koloi ya motlakase maabane. Tautona Masisi a re phadisano ke sengwe sa tse di botlhokwa mo mogameng wa koloi ya motlakase fa tota ka gore lefatshe leno le tshwanetse go tlhomamisa gore le dira dikoloi tsa boleng tse di bofefo ebile di se turu. Tautona re maikelelo ga se go dira se setseng se dirwa ke ba bangwe mme ke go nna bontlha bongwe jwa mogama wa dikoloi go sa itebagangwagela le tikologo mme go lebilwe gape itsholelo e ikegileng ka dikitso go dirisiwa ditsatlholego tse di mono. Dr. Masisi a re dipuisano le baagisani di tsweletse gore koloi ya motlakase e nne bontlha bongwe jwa lenaneo la kgaolo go lebilwe madirelo. Dikoloi tse di dirwang mono e tla le diphatsi mme di be di thangwa mono ke baitsanape ba ba rutuntshitsweng ke badiri ba dibese le dikoloi tsa motlakase ba kwa China. Maikelelo ke gore dikoloi le dibese di simolole go dirwa mono. Ba sepodisi sa Botswana ba re batho ba le 11 ba tlhokafetse mo dikotsing tsa tsela ka malatsi a boitapoloso a boipuso. Pego e tswang ka sepodising sa Botswana ya re go nnile le koketsego e bonala ya dikotsi tsa tsela fa go tshwantsha ngwa le ngwaga. Ka jaana go setse go kwaditswe dikotsi di le 286 mo ngwaga go na le tse 180 ngogola. Pego ya re palo ya dikotsi tsa tsela tse di masisi e oketsegile go tswa go borataro ngogola go nna tse 7 mo ngwaga. Mapodisi a re palo ya ba ba tlhokafetseng e oketsegile go tswa go borataro ngogola go nna 11 mo ngwaga. A re koketsego ya mo ngwaga e bakilwe ke go bo go nnile le dikotsi tse 2 tse di masisi tse mo go tsone go tlhokafetseng batho ba le bararo nngwe le nngwe ya tsone. Lephata la Tlhabololo Dikgwebo ka tshwaragano le makalana a welang ka fa tlase ga lone le tabolotsa letsholo la go isa ditirelo tsa lone kwa setšhabeng kgwedi eno. La re maikelelo ke go tsibisa setšhaba ka ditirelo, ditsamaiso le mananeo a lone segolobogolo go itebagantswe le go fa beng ga e dithata go nosetsa mowa wa bogwebi, go nonotsha bagwebi le go ba ema nokeng. Lephata la re letsholo le tla bo le le kwa tsa bong ka Laboraro le ka Labone mme le tla akaretsa dithutopuisano le ditiro tse dingwe. Letsholo le tla bo le itebagantse le dikgwebo tse di setseng di itsitsepetse ba ba eletsang go tsena mo kgwebong banana, bomme le bana ba dikolo. O reeditse dikgang tse go tswa mo Lobatse Online Radio. Mapodisi kwa Aforika Borwa ba tshware batho ba le 14 ka pelelo ya gore ba gweba ka ditagi kwa maemelong a difofane a OR Tambo. Mapodisi ha le tsa tshware monna wa ko Paraguay a fologa sefofane se se neng se tswa South Pole ka Brazil. Sepodisi se supa fa monna yo a nameditse mefuthalana ya cocaine e le 20. Mapodisi gape a le tsa tshware batho ba Holland ba le 2 ba ba neng ba role tagi ya cat ya selekanyo sa 80 kilograms. Palo ya batho ba ba tshwereng e supa fa bothata jo bo golela pele jwa kgwebo le tiriso ya ditagi. Go digela dikgang gape dintlha tsa tsone tsa re Tautona Dr. Masisi o ne a etetse madirelo a dikoloi tsa motlakase mono Gaborone kwa Commerce go bona kgatelopele e setseng e dirilwe. Khamphane eo e dira dikolotsana le dibese tsa motlakase. Sepodisi sa Botswana sa re monongwaga go nnile le koketsego ya dikotsi tsa tsela go tswa go 180 ngogola go nna 280 monongwaga ka malatsi a boitapoloso a boipuso. Kwa bokhutlong mapodisi a Aforika Borwa a tshware batho ba le 14 kwa maemelong a difofane a OR Tambo. Mapodisi a re palo ya batho ba ba tshwareng e supa bothata jo bo golelang pele ka kgwebo le tiriso ya ditagi. Seo ke bokhutlo jwa dikgang wetso a re tšhentšhe dikakanyo, maikutlo le boitshwaro.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lobatse Online Radio.
secrets of your body. Cure me the sickness in my body. Secrets of your body. Cure me the sickness in my body. I take you so right at your body.
Thank you very much, my sister KATLEGO, for bringing us the news, 7 p.m. news that brings you, as our listener, into your favorite show, current affairs show, Re Bueng, hashtag Rona Batho on Molowa's online radio, that comes to you each and every Tuesday between the hour of 7 p.m. and 8 p.m. This is again none other King MUFASA. We are back from the holidays. We are back from Boipuso holidays, re ipelela jalo independence that came to Botswana in 1966. I believe we are all back. As my listener, coming back to the serious issues tsa Botswana, they need our attention. Our independence safely. But now it's time to get back to business and talk of serious issues, as this show really brings you those serious issues of current affairs, of unemployment, of political landscape, of food security and everything. So backed by popular demand, we'll be talking today about the unemployment issue. As my team and I, when we were doing the research during the holidays and before that, is that the topic right now in the ground ke khanya unemployment the youth is unemployed, of which is something that is very, very worrisome to an economy. So as part of our show is the show that also brings you solutions on how to really solve that particular issue or issues already discussed on Re Bueng. So rona as citizens and also Banni Botswana, how do we come up with these solutions? Not only the government is given that task to come up with solutions of already discussed in this show, but also as the citizens, rona batho, what do we really do in order to solve this issue? Unemployment, to do with civil society things, your public protector issues, the ombudsman. But these are the topics in order to work out on. But today, like I said, we'll be talking about the unemployment issue that I want us to really look into, and also continue to discuss this particular issue in our comment section, and really comment across our social media platforms on Facebook, on YouTube, and now on Spotify. You can also catch us there. When we come back, we continue with this topic. Ari.
tsamaya, letlhale la tsamaya, letlhale la tsamaya, letlhale le la tsamaya, letlhale la tsamaya, letlhale le la tsamaya, letlhale la tsamaya, ke lelele la tsamaya, letlhale la tsamaya, ke lelele la tsamaya, letlhale la tsamaya, letlhale le la tsamaya, la tsamaya, la tsamaya, letlhale la tsamaya, letlhale le la tsamaya, letlhale la tsamaya, ke lelele la tsamaya, letlhale la tsamaya, ke lelele la tsamaya, letlhale la tsamaya, letlhale le. Letlhale la tsamaya, letlhale la tsamaya, letlhale la tsamaya, letlhale la tsamaya, letlhale le la tsamaya, letlhale la tsamaya, letlhale le la tsamaya, letlhale la tsamaya, ke lelele la tsamaya, letlhale la tsamaya, ke lelele la tsamaya, letlhale 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 le la tsamaya, letlhale la tsamaya, letlhale le la tsamaya, letlhale la tsamaya, ke lelele la tsamaya, letlhale la tsamaya, ke lelele la tsamaya, letlhale la tsamaya, letlhale le.
And we are back. Like we said, we are back from the holidays. Yeah, it's a boipuso yalo re monene re ipela for independence. But during the holidays, myself, I was asking the question, ya gore tota re le Batswana re ipelela eng for 58 years. Re ipelela eng se leng gore re kare for the past 58 years. La tsela rona le hagoleng le tshwanetseng gore be le teng with those years, looking at the governance of the country, the opportunities that were created or were supposed to be created for our people. So we're looking at the unemployment rate mo Botswana. As most of us already know, the population of Botswana, it's around 2.3 million, 2,300,000 people, of which around 40% of that is unemployed. 40% of that is unemployed, which is around 640,000, plus or minus, give or take 640,000, 30,000. It's unemployed, of which between or within that 600,000, 400,000 of the youth is unemployed. It's a number it's scary. It's a number it's a number to most of people by they have went to school, graduates, but they have diplomas, they have degrees, they have honors, they have masters in different sectors, but they are unemployed. It causes a lot of issues here. My sister go Bampikrosa these issues depression and everything. The bumpy cruise. These things that are caused mostly by the unemployment rate. Banana barona, they are under 400,000. Is a huge number. It should be scaring the government. It should be scaring us as citizens. What could be the problem of this? What could be the problem of having such high numbers being unemployed in such a country? It is rich in terms of your minerals. It is rich of its people. By they are very smart. So there are different things we always see, and we always get to see the foundings that the foundations that they can be the solutions to such a problem in unemployment. Number one, industrialization, doing production at its highest level of producing products they can be able to compete internationally or globally with other countries, of which our country is not doing or investing in. Number two, investing in startup hubs. They come up with innovative and creative products. Not only the app, making apps will not solve issues. Because I know most people, if I say this, there is a startup hub, BIH, and saying technology and all those things, they will not solve the issues. The solutions is to produce products we can be able to sell globally. Number three, we need policies put in place deliberately by the government or by these people that we are sending to parliament, because that's their main mandate anyway, to the NP, to make policies they support Botswana, they support the youth, they support creation of jobs, they support the small businesses, they support actually startup business. They have a capacity to become big businesses. So these are the solutions that they can be able to solve this issue with immediate effect. Coming up with policies, having finance backing for startup hubs, and also indeed investing billions into industrialization and hiring banana and paying them well so that they can make a living for themselves, through that production lines of products they can be able to be sold globally. How we get to those three main solutions that they can become a main impact into our economy and solve this issue, unemployment. We continue.
MUFASA.
They do not call me Die Hard for nothing.
On Re Bueng, Tuesdays at 7 p.m.
Jazzmatic music.
Bata ke tugela, bata ke salela, bata ke tsegela, bata ke pulelani, bachu sincere, kita ke pulevan, sincere, sincere.
Kasi ke budira ngane uri yung bahane Kalpen sa sigas ki ulva Sepelente yelo makampa se vite non tu salela Satanas kabadiste va pleni di pete santuri jalela Santuri jalela Achu sinti Kita chokoleva Kita
talking about the solutions that we can be able to implement, or that we can plead with the government to help us implement them, so that we can be able to solve this issue of unemployment. Because if you remember, like I said, the unemployment rate, it is at 600,000, give or take. And the youth, it's 400,000 within that 600,000, and it's very worrisome. So what are the solutions we can really plead with the government to implement these solutions? Number one, like I said, industrialization, where we see, where we can see, processes in place to produce products that can be sold internationally. I can give an example about it, just a small thing that our industry or our Ministry of Industry is overlooking in the BMC industry, because that is something that we can come closely to, selling abroad, because our beef is being sold abroad. BMC on its own, it's a value chain if used, or if it's really operated in its full scale. It's a value chain on its own. Number one, BMC, it shouldn't be producing beef only. It shouldn't be producing leather only. Gona le dinaka le marapo a ileng gore a tswa ha nama intshiwa mo the carcass ya kgomo. Those bones, more especially dinaka tsa dikgomo, they can be used to make buttons tsa di hempe, tsa di baki, tsa eng. In the fashion industry, that on its own can become a multi-million pula or billion pula industry by using dinaka tsa dikgomo here to produce those buttons, and put PR behind such initiative, where you say these buttons are from Botswana. Botswana is well known of producing the best beef, is well known to produce the best buttons. These are under good conditions, these are under nature wise, so this is a value chain stage the Ministry of Trade is overlooking, and they are not doing a research behind it, which is something if such a big ministry is not doing its proper research to see how they can be able to solve issues of unemployment. To produce buttons, you can take it as a small thing, but it's a big scale of production that can form or that can produce jobs in the fashion industry. So BMC on its own should be, invested on, put money on. They've put in around 300 million in expanding BMC, but in two sectors. They are continuing with the beef and the leather. But they have left out the most important one, which is dinaka and the bones that are coming from, the carcass. So these are the things as the youth, you can also take it upon yourselves to go and look for funding and also get under that value chain BMC and produce those things. And be able to supply what Baba produce and the school uniform, Baba produce and the luana, all that value chain, fashion and clothing or textile. You also fit into that. Number two solution, to invest in startup hubs, to invest in platforms that can allow the youth to come and put in place products they have potential to be put in a scaling point, so that they can compete with other products America, Europe, China, and all these places. But what we see in Botswana through Boleya, through Mananeo Abo Chema, these are the things that is supporting locally based products. They are not encouraging products globally, not locally. So we, for one, in 2018, I remember me and my business partners, then we wanted to implement a startup hub whereby the youth can come and pitch to us, we have this product. Can you please look into it to see if they can be able to be put in a global scale? So with that, we had different layers where we look at your business plan. The second one, look at the feasibility of your product. level 3, where we produce that product into a concept and see if it's really functional. And the last stage, we put it into market. We tried to plead with the government to do that, but they never, really looked into it. So that's another thing that it really frustrates people who are innovative, like us. Yes, like us, I really say it.
Yeah, guess more bua wale hippie fa. More love for y'all, left for my dicky fa. Saturday party by the tax shop, lights everywhere. We be shining like a parking lot. Get the filter lady car, chickens with tight thongs. I be tipping on some black. She's blowing on my horn all night long till 6 in the morning. Banner everywhere, and it's vital we be poking. Who musiba fit to my gang, keep smoking, keep doping. Free beat of hit tokens. Fun I get it, hold like a takanese bad thing. Banding, majolo and ice tea bad thing. Pate, to the cat no more. Broke ass be sipping once on Vin Coco. Diabwa be my spot like it. Banner labas I all the way from Afike to Banding, cause they know where the party be. Get my hippie representing LOB. Pizza banaba, reba ise koloba se pizza hotel my can reba ise koloba se bona pizza banaba, reba ise koloba se pizza banaba, reba ise koloba se pizza hotel my can reba ise koloba se bona pizza banaba, reba ise koloba se pizza. Yo, my gang, press, pula sakele, sogale keke, move aside, kiri kenele, chera chelete, tekele be kole bengele, forget about the letter, tuletang, likerese, small talk up in this show, never the corner, girls all over the place, be screaming, ayo, bako, bantuana, take a sip of my vodka, radi conga, spin till taka etronka, King Kong speakers in the back, booming, cruising, she losing it, bubudi, screaming to me, ooh wee, and that's how I do, like smoking, I'll make it in my mungo, kababaloo. All the girls in the club, yo, touch your toes. So ruho garabanyana, I did not say I'm sorry for that. Not like a clear that line just to run it back. Pizza banaba, reba ise koloba se pizza hotel my can reba ise koloba se bona pizza banaba, reba ise koloba se pizza banaba, reba ise koloba se pizza hotel my can reba ise koloba se bona pizza banaba, reba ise koloba se pizza.
Do not let your competitors steal the spotlight. Dominate social media with us. Talk to us at +267 72960417 or drop us an email at lobatseonlineradio@gmail.com. We are also available on your socials. We are Lobatse Online Radio. Do engage us for all your production or services needs. Big or small, we have a dedicated team ready to assist you. We are Lobatse Online Radio.
Selo ki sele smabala seta yarba se wana basle di sang ka sankaili brata mala urati komana ikulana kokatwin ka kale sola bawe le mokoro ngasi ara Katsamu, Oise, Okatwin, Kalesola, Lemokoro, Nkawasi, Kara, Katsamu, Oise, Babinato, Motonkile, Bare Baja, Baruralele. Bare baja, renewe di kota, rona masiela, ruta mutuku. Babina tomo, tongile, bare baja, baruralele. Bare baja, renewe di kota, rona masiela, ruta mutuku. Hoka twing. Kale sola bawe le mokoro ngawasi ara katsamu oise o katwin kale
tswa mo boisego.
In our chat comment section, someone asked here. I'm looking into it. They're saying, so what do you believe the policies that can be put in place that can be able to solve this unemployment issue? Do you believe the policies that are there, they're not really helping in implementing the platforms that can solve the unemployment issue? And my response to that is that our policies, number one, they are not supporting Botswana. We have to be blunt with that. They are not supporting Botswana that are into the business world. They are supporting people who are outside. I won't dwell into that, but some of the policies that we can be able to tackle or that we can be able to implement in Botswana. I can give an example. Karona really 58 years old. Dubai is some sort 25 years old. But 20 years ago, before they implemented, they had two policies. They were running with two policies. Number one is that most of the families in Dubai then, they owned shares in all of the minerals that were coming out of Dubai then, which is the oil, mostly the oil. So most of the families were owning shares there, either 0.5%, either 1%, either 10%. Khankebe Botswana in 1966 had that thing where most of the families, they own shares in diamonds and anything that will come out of Botswana. But we don't know what were the deals then, of which I believe that is the mistake they did there. If it's not a mistake, that deliberate decision they took, it was very wrong. So these are the policies that we can be able to implement apart from that one, because Nakwateng is still received. Number one, the BURS, as everyone, lately we've been seeing people complaining about BURS. BURS is charging them tax, it's insane when they are importing products from outside to come and sell Botswana as small businesses. People who sell bales, people who sell perfumes, people who sell miriri, the frontals, people who are into, the fashion industry, they are really complaining. People who are, into the agriculture sector, they are complaining about the BURS. The BURS is taxing Botswana. Taxes, they are very insane, more especially when the economy is in a recession right now. So the government should plead with the BURS to really relax their taxation, mostly more Botswana, so that batle ba khone go thrive in their small businesses, in their businesses in general. That's the first thing that they should do. Number two, they should relax, the visa policies, so that people can come to Botswana and trade in Botswana. People can come to Botswana and stay in Botswana so that our population can grow, because trade is all about numbers. It's all about population. So if we are 2 million in Botswana, as a business, you are sure of 10% of that 10 million, which is around 200,000 people, of which from that 200,000 people, you are really sure about the other 10, which is around 20,000 people. That is how the market is calculated. So 20,000 people to a business, it's nothing. So we should relax the visas. People should come in. Botswana, matlogele go nna le kganya gore ba re ba Zimbabwe, Namibia, Nigeria ba boelela lapeng ba ireng. We know gore there is crime, and most of it is being done by people from outside. But le bone Botswana, they do crime. So crime is crime. But let us relax visas. People can come in for trade to thrive in Botswana. So these two policies, they should be implemented with immediate effect if we want to really, solve these issues. Number three, the policy, it allows Botswana, babule di business without any, limitations. They are being created by the government. Right now, to start a business, to ask for money from CEDA, to ask for money from, youth. The policies they are very difficult. The requests they are very difficult. The government should be willing to invest in businesses they can be able to scale and be able to invest in them. They should continue, investing in that business. That is what Toyota really is. When Toyota started in Japan, the Japanese government really invested in that company. To be what it is today, you are driving your Toyota today because of the Japanese government.
Not one time. Edilisa mapolisi, edilisa madiais, edilisa bagilapuso babangwe, orenya, kiamata alinusi, dele bahanalele.
Former President, kaki muiti, lene wa itur ka muiti, lene wa itur, haga kya le bakana makolem naya, wa iti.
And that was the legendary, may he so rest in peace, Mapetla Skoko with the song Sibuile. Yes, as we wrap up, this topic, it's really painful. Yeah, unemployment. We are here, we haven't found jobs. We haven't, really got real employment since our graduations. Since we have graduated from the universities with our honors and degrees. So, as I said, the unemployment rate, it is give or take 600,000 people, of which within that 400,000 and counting, because right now there are graduates that are coming into the industry or into the communities. The number is going up. We should come up with solutions. They can help us to solve these issues, and these solutions is to industrialize Botswana. There is no other way. This thing of doing digitization, of course, yes, the fourth industrial revolution is upon us, but Botswana has skipped the most important stage. It's in all the thriving countries, America and China, which is industrialization. Botswana should go that route before it's too late. So industrialization and produce products that can compete internationally. Number two, form platforms or implement platforms that can support the initiatives of the youth, the startup that have potential to go globally, and really invest money in them. Make policies that can, support these initiatives, that is startup. Number three, make policies that support all these implementations that solve the issues of unemployment. Support those things. Policies like the BRS should reduce taxing the businesses, especially the small businesses that buy and sell, that trade. Stop taxing small businesses, they are ridiculous because they won't be able to pay for those things. Let the products come in after proper procedures have been taken place anyway, so that illegal. But if they are legal, just let them come in so that the trade can go on. Let's also lose our economy. Policies such as relaxing the visa policies. We can be able to thrive in the trading world. To increase numbers, because trade is all about numbers at the end of the day. So these are the solutions that we believe can be able to solve this unemployment rate. Industrialization. Let the country to industrialize. Let the TVET colleges, the brigades, be fashionable to Botswana. Because that's how we grew up, so that they can be able to be trained technically. Today, if the TVET colleges 20 years ago they were made fashionable, today they are plumbing, they are construction engineers, they are, because brigade, we don't have those workers today. We don't have those personnel today. What we should have done 20 years ago. So with that, we are getting to the end of our show, and I hope you really had what we were talking about, and please spread the word across the social media platforms, on Facebook, on TikTok, on YouTube. Let's comment and continue talking about this topic and coming up with solutions. Re Bueng, #Ronabatho. Each and every Tuesday between the hour of 7 p.m. and 8 p.m. Molobat's online radio. We see you again, as always. Kim MUFASA. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Lobatse online radio. What talent is one day? What a guy!